Brody champion skin, Lolita Nerf, and faster Lord Spawn time. Hey guys, what's up? Today let's check out the latest update on Advanced Server. First on the chopping block is Lolita. Brace yourselves because her unlimited shield days are over. Her new passive grants her a stack every second up to a maximum of 15. Using any skill consumes all those stacks to generate a shield for Lolita and nearby allies. The more stacks you have, the stronger the shield. And you don't have to wait for max stacks to use it. Based on my test, you have to be very near to Lolita to gain a shield. As you can see, this Layla did not receive any shield, and the shield will only last for 5 seconds. So yeah, no more unlimited shield. The good news is that the shield will now scale with her extra max HP and magic power. This means you can skip the magic items with your build. Just go for Flask of the Oasis and the rest are defense items. But that's not all, because her second skill will have a weaker shield damage absorption. The base shield is cut by half, while the extra scaling will only increase with her extra max HP. And the cooldown is also longer in the late game. I guess that's what you get for having the highest win rate in ranked games. So no more magic build Lolita, but the downside is you lose the unlimited shield. Next, we have the Lord adjustment. The developer said the Lord respawn is a bit long, causing players to have nothing to do in the late game. To fix this, the Lord's respawn timer will be set to 2 minutes instead of 3. But this will only take effect after the game has reached 18 minutes. Here's an example. After taking the Lord, we can see its respawn timer appearing immediately at 120 seconds. I like this one because it will make the game faster. No more long waiting times in the late game when everyone already has full items. Another Lord adjustment is the evolve timer. This time the Lord will only evolve after 18 minutes. Right here we can see that the Lord still has not evolved even though it's already 15 minutes in the game. However, the early Lords will now have a skill to charge at the towers. The skill can deal 30% of the tower's max HP, which is weaker compared to official server. To balance the new Lord, the exploding damage of the inner base will deal 50% of the Lord's max HP. On official server, the exploding effect does 0 damage to the Lord. Basically stronger Lords in the early stages, but they can be killed with the tower protection. On the late game, the Lord will spawn faster, which will end games faster. Moving on, we have the nerf on Zhask. His first skill spawn will have a minus 10 points of damage for every basic attack. Next is the energy adjustment on Lancelot. The developer said they do not intend to nerf Lancelot, so they'll increase the energy he gains from hitting an enemy with his first skill. Last week, he can only dash 5 times. Now let's test it again. And now he can dash 7 times. 8 if you can wait for a bit for his energy to regenerate. So good news for Lancelot players. Next, we have the nerf on Hylos. His HP growth is lowered by 100 points. The developer said this adjustment aims to reduce his late game HP while maintaining his strong performance in the early game. Next is the nerf on Roger's ultimate cooldown in the early game. That's an extra 3 seconds at level 1. They also said this update is not related to mana adjustments. Next is Granger's revamp, where they increase the energy cost of his first skill. This aims to reduce his ability to spam the skill. Next are more adjustments on the new heroes, Lukas and Suyou. These are mostly cooldown and damage modifications on their skills. Are you excited to see these two in action? Next are the developers' thoughts on the mana removal adjustment. They said there has been a significant controversy in the removal of mana on physical heroes. To better explain their side, here are the reasons for this adjustment. Number 1. Currently half of the physical heroes don't have mana. And for those with mana, most of them don't need to carefully manage their mana. Examples are Arlot, 1-1 and Carry. Number 2. To provide mana and mana regen for a few physical heroes, physical items need to retain their attributes. However, these attributes will be redundant for other physical heroes. Number 3. Mana management remains an essential element in MOBA games. Many magic heroes also have mechanics related to mana, therefore it's not appropriate to completely remove mana. Number 4. It's reasonable for heroes to cast magic skills to consume mana. This helps distinguish the type of damage dealt by heroes. In the future, when players see heroes with mana, it means that hero can deal magic damage. And with those reasons, they had to make a bold attempt to remove mana on physical heroes, along with the following adjustments. Number 1, a small number of physical heroes will have energy system added to maintain their core gameplay, such as Lancelot. The saber adjustment last week is not related to his mana removal. Number 2, for the strong physical heroes in official server, they will make additional adjustments to consider the impact of mana removal. Examples are Roger and Terisla. Number 3, for some magic heroes with unreasonable mana cost, they will take this opportunity to adjust their casting skill experience. Number 4, the buff and related items will be adjusted accordingly. And those are the developers' words about the mana removal on physical heroes. So yeah, the game will change, but I think it won't be as dramatic as others think. Remember, they still have cooldowns to limit their skills. And most physical heroes usually have no mana problems once it reaches mid to late game. Moving on, we have the visual effect on Inspire. There's now a burning effect on the hero's hand. And here are more heroes using that effect. Next are the new events. This is Brody's AP Bren skin. You can buy it for 349 diamonds, but if you want the painted version, it will cost you 599. The Star Wars are returning. The price of the skin is now 700 tokens. And these are the skins in the event shop. I'm not sure if this is correct, but the recharge events are on September 14 and 28. Starlight Fest is back featuring the skin of Amon. Is it really Amon or Vale? Estes, maybe? Last one is Suyou in our main interface. Time to say goodbye to Zushin. And that's it for our weekly advanced server update. Do you like the design on the M5 champion skin? What can you say about the developer's answer to the mana adjustment? Share your thoughts in the comment section. That's all for this video. Stay safe and thank you for watching.